Scorpio, collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon in June 2022. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional, my initials, M-A-L, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. It's easier. Professional witch, professional intuitive. President of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. We just turned 24. Beltane passed. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and you can preview it for free and read some of the reviews, as well as the dedication to my mom, which still cracks my heart wide open every time I read it. And no, before I forget, because there's no way I can, I am a creator on Patreon. Best career move I ever made. So much fun allowing my inner artist to become an outer artist once again in my life. So thrilled for it. So if you want the deeper stuff, check out my subscriber tiers. We got humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, and gods, goddesses. That's one tier unto itself. Take it as you like. Cool benefits going on. And I usually stream every single day in the morning with a cup of coffee and a bathrobe. My hair doing what it is. Talking about the day's lunar astrology, because I'm a Pisces moon. And that changes from day to day. So that's what we do there. So if you want to go deeper and you want to come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hey, my Scorps. I have an older brother who's a Scorpio. Taught me how to be devious as a Virgo, I'll tell you that. Short sheet and beds and whatnot. If you are new to my channel, a 7-card draw is just one card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waning moon from full to new. I also do the 5-card draws for a new to full, and I'll get those done before we hit new moon. Let's look at the astrology, shall we? By the way, recording this at the time of this recording is what I mean. The moon is in Scorpio. So I did a nice deep meditation, some breath work, and they were like, slow your roll on this one. This one's really important. I'm like, okay, let's see when it's the table. But we are looking at the full moon in Sagittarius, Tuesday, June 14th, which is my deceased father's birthday. He was a Gemini, which is why I don't date Geminis. Donald Trump's birthday, do the math on that, which essentially makes me Tiffany. I'm over it. And Flag Day, but it is full moon at 7:52 a.m. So I'm going to be doing my magic after midnight, because that's also the day I am driving up to Saratoga. I'm taking a few days off, driving up to Saratoga to see my family and go to the magic moon. But of course I'm going to be streaming and making stuff as I go, because then it's the letting go, the releasing, the shadow work, hence the shadow read, the alchemy from lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, and there's a hidden blessing. There's gold in that. They're led to the new moon in Cancer, right? Tuesday, June 28th, 10:52 p.m. So lovely. It's going to be a very, very powerful new moon evening here, p.m. Eastern time. I'm in New York. If you can't tell, that's okay. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I don't understand how anybody could take a general read personally, but apparently they do. You know, to each their own. Don Miguel Ruiz, White Courtesy Telephone. But do check your other signs to get more points of view on the timeline we're about to look at. Or you might have 4 different timelines braided together, because we all have more than one issue going on in our lives where the alchemy from lead to gold, doing the shadow work, would be helpful. And briefly, on a serious note, speaking of timelines, we really have the opportunity to shift timelines. You'll hear a lot of, you've probably heard about that here and there, particularly if you're following my channel. So I want you to just imagine a near infinite, if not infinite, number of quantum timelines, right? You can blink your eyes and be in another one, and we do it all the time and we're not even aware of it. Literally, you can walk from one room to another. And yes, it's through your vibration. But if you have, now think of a scale of lead to gold, right? A percentage scale, however you want to do that. So there's a spectrum of timelines from lead to gold. Well, all of them are probable realities, right? It's a very Marvel, DC multiverse, right? The many worlds, many universes theory, quantum, wantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. So if you want to get to a golden timeline, you can visualize all you want. But it's the alchemy, the lead to gold, right? Lead is an insulator. Gold is a conductor. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table. Can you believe I remember earth science? That one I remember. So it is about the alchemy, the releasing, the letting go, the waning. You with me? So considering what's going on planet Earth, I do watch the news. Just know that you are affecting all of life every time you heal even just a little bit. We all jump to a timeline, or versions of us do. You with me? I know. Look it up. It's a lot. Both feet on the floor, if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. That all came through in the meditation before I hit record. And I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that will help all of us heal, but particularly you, my beloved 8th Housers. Scorpio, enough explanation. Let's do divination. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, the angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of shadow work. Why not? It's a Scorpio read. The higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above 8th chakra and above the spirit animals and totems as well. Last but certainly not least, the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures. We're crossing all spectrums here for planet Earth. No exclusion, total inclusion. Using the Carolyn Mace archetype cards, my beloved pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype? Hovering over their head like a satellite, beaming down the archetypal lessons to every chakra, shifting the electromagnetics of what they attract and what they repel, and their free will. And this is about, do they do the alchemy? Do they do the shadow work, the healing? So please, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype for the Scorpio collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign this full to noon. Full to noon, June 2-2. The Advocate. It's in the title. You knew that already. See, there's timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly for you. How do you know that before I do? The Advocate is an action family archetype. There are 9 different families. Carolyn Mace, Sacred Contracts. Her name is spelled M-Y-S-S. She's a PhD, and her work has been absolutely pivotal for me. And though she's not a witch, she made me a better witch. Her and Terry Pratchett and Matt Codd. They don't know me. They don't know me. Every archetype is neutral, essentially, but a sliding scale from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to give you an indication of where your advocacy, that spiritual power of advocacy is, so that you can bump to a more golden timeline. The shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. No, we don't see that. It's not like that's not on the, that's never been on the news, not recently. Are you kidding? The light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. Scorpios, all water signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whoever, whatever, have an intense power for empathic compassion, which is a little bit different than, oh, it's like, oh, I feel you, I'm so sorry, I've been through that differently, you know, but to put that into action, hence the demonstrative motion of giving an air hug. Let's look at the next 4 chakras down. So this is beaming down the lesson, right? Change in every chakra. Let's look at what's going on the inside. Heart, third eye, crown, personal level of power, spiritual power, mental power, willpower, choices, decisions, spit, swallow, or chew, and emotional power. And none of that is in the outside world unless you put it out there And you've got Scorpio placement, so let's just say you're not yet. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot, Goddess deck, Feminine deck, Feminist deck. Love it dearly. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the goddesses, my goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, heart, third eye crown, internal dynamic, feminine energy, goddess energy, the yin side rather than the yang side. This is where the shadow work begins, because you got to choose it, right? No one can do the shadow work for you. It's like aerobics. I can do it with you, but I can't do it for you. So what do they got going on there that they need to be aware of this new to full June 2022? Well, you only got Kali. Kali the tower, where is she? Is she up there? I have a Kali finger puppet, I really do. I just don't know where she is. You know, she gonna do what she wants. Kali does as Kali wishes. I don't know where she is. She's probably wreaking havoc, probably destroying the patriarchy, you know, as she do. The Tower card, but when it's heart, third eye crown, all major arcana, it's all at once. Darlings, you've been struck by lightning, or you will be. Now that can be enlightenment. Kali is a destroyer, but in this deck she's called the Awakener. Now look her up, K-A-L-I. Interesting choice of jewelry, but you know, a goddess will do what a goddess will do. I mean, incredibly powerful. Kalima! I mean, she's a goddess of Tantra, a goddess of Tantra. Some say the goddess of Tantra. So this could be like real divine intervention in the traditional tarot. I go with Rider-Waite because pretty much everybody knows that. Those little squiggly droplets are making my cat meow. Come here, Melchior. Are you bored? Oh no, we've got a bored Taurus kitty. God has help us all. Those little droplets of light are called the Yod, the Y-O-D, or the Y-O-D, I think apostrophe H, the Hebrew letter for the finger of God. So this can very much be divine intervention. And I think we'll leave that there. It's a black cat on a black cushion. You can't see him, can you? Comment if you can see Melchior, M-E-L-K-I-O-R. We take it away. Go lay down. Oh, he's a Leo. No, he's a Taurus. He's a Taurus. Melchior. My parents always confused my brother and I. We have the same first letter of our names. Will you lay down, lay down? You lay down, buddy. I love you. Mama loves you. Never worked with animals or children. W.C. Fields, lower 3 chakras. Ooh, he tickled my foot on his way down. Lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, right? To balance this out and get you all 8 chakras here, the masculine energy, the physical level of power, right? The outside world. So you looking at yourself from the outside in, maybe you from the inside looking out at a person, place, or thing, because the lower 3 chakras are pretty much all of that in the world. Root chakra, tribes, families, circles of friends, your political party, if you have one, right? Your zodiac sign is a tribe, right? Look at how many tribes we belong to. 3 or more, right? 3 or more are gathered in that name. It's a tribe. Second chakra. Melchior, do I have to pause the video? Isn't that just like saying, kids, do I have to pull over? Do I have to stop this car? He wants temptations. You can tell the moon's in Scorpio. Second chakra, one-on-one relationship, money, sex, and power, your relationship to money, your relationship to sex, your relationship to the power with others, particularly Scorpio. Money, sex, and power is 8th house dynamic, just saying, other people's resources. And solar plexus, your relationship to yourself in the world, your boundaries, what you will, what you won't, your honor code, what you do, what you don't, what you stand for, what you won't stand for, your gut intuition. He's back. Your gut intuition. Oh, witch cats. Your self-esteem, because if it's your intuition and you don't want to follow it, that's your estimation of your most intrinsic skill. Let's see what hits the table. So many distractions today. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh yeah, the sun's still in Gemini. Duh. Still point. Oh, I think shit's about to get real. Not that Kali didn't introduce that. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, regal ones, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Lower 3 chakra dynamic. I can feel there's a bit of severity here going on. Please, one card in clarity, lower 3 chakra dynamic, inside out, outside in. What is it they need to know? This full to new, June 2022, the death card. The fucking death card, crossed with Kali. So you're going through an instant transformation on the inside and a gradual transformation on the outside. So if this is you from the outside looking in, right, then you are really going through a personal transformation. And just like I said here, all 4 chakras, all 3 chakras, major arcana. I mean, come now, this is probably the most Scorpio read that's ever been done. Well, maybe this archetype could be different, but this could also be about the transformation that's happening on planet Earth. Are you a social justicer? Are you a vibrational empath, right? You are being prepared to serve, most likely, well, we all are, whether we're aware of it or not, serving a higher plan. The universe always has a plan, no matter how anything seems to be. And there really is no judgment once you get out of the lower dimensions, like 3rd and 4th, into the 5th and 6th and above. So this is incredibly powerful. I do not see tarot as a negative or positive. It is a sliding scale of shadow to light, lead to gold, if you want to do it that way. So it depends on, you're going to work the archetype or not? You're going to do the shadow work or not? That's where the free will comes in. Remember, we signed up for this shit. Sorta. I came in for dark chocolate and sea salt. Essentially, I'm good. Let's get you a healing mantra from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck to help you align that as well as integrate the other cards coming. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My ascended masters of transformation, Saint Germain in particular, please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra. Really blow their third eyes out of the head with this one, right? Just what is the perfect healing mantra to help them do this shadow work, to alchemize the advocate, and with Kali on the inner, and that could be a highly positive experience depending on how they play this with this death going on the outside. And remember, it's usually more rising from ashes than going to, but there's definitely a transformation, and it's different than a change. You can't unburn a cookie. So please, what's the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? This full to new, June 2022. Soothing impatience. Oh, Scorpio, because you're going through it all at once, and then you got to kind of go through it. Irresistible force, not so immovable object, but still, there I can feel that pressure. Soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. You see, the ego sees time. Here's the ego, rah, 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 loaded with lead. Here's the soul. Here we'll do it so to differentiate, right? All pure gold. Pure gold. We wouldn't say the ego's pure lead because we've been working on it for a while, right? But in between is the personality, right? And enemy. Time is the enemy. Time is my ally, babe. Hang. Flow, right? That's where the personality, you can't listen to both. In any given moment, rah, or ha, there's the gig. There's nothing to do but wait. This is one of 3 bookie book reads. And I call them bookie books because they're teen tales. right? They're books. And some of them have nano fonts. They're so tiny. Not this one, though. Soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. When impatience is soothed, each perceivable barrier becomes an opportunity to be more aligned with your soul. Yay! By slowing down. Yeah, we love that in this society. In soothing of impatience, you no longer see moments of pause as delay or as conspiring against you. I'll cop to that one. I'm still working on it. Instead, you realize they are giving you time for inner reflection. What's going on in your inner reflection? Much. Where life's deepest meaning can be uncovered, even in the most ordinary of circumstances, like when the tech doesn't work and it's supposed to. When your cell phone won't pair with the Wi-Fi thingy in your car, which happened to me. It's a new cell phone. I'll figure it out. Right? This mantra is ideal for becoming more grounded. Can't hurt, right? Easing frustrations if you're going real fast on the inside, but shit's creeping along, but transforming. My guides say to me all the time, what do you want, hot batter or cake? I like cake. They're like, then let the fucker bake. They talk to me that's way. That's why I'm allowed to talk this way with them. And releasing blame. Blame is taking your power and hucking it outside of yourself where it's no longer in your hands. Very different than, I don't know, help. Right? Surrender, Dorothy. Oh, come on. If Glinda was a real good witch, she would have said, click and go. 3, bye. Back to Kansas with ye. That's why I'm more Elphaba. Let's do the Whispers of Love Oracle. I'm trying to keep this light. It's just my natural thing. I'm Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra, 3rd house, the ultimate diplomat, but with a fun sense of humor. So I try and balance it out for you all just instinctively. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? A piece of information, inspiration, and insight most needed by the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Watching this video, receiving this reading so they can alchemize this advocate, because there's action, obviously, needing to be taken here, but compassion in action with Kali on the inner, which does not feel like, well, there's probably a destruction of illusions, right? Break chains of illusion and set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light within, with the death transformation on the outside and soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. So what's your message to the Scorpios this full to new June 2022? Show simple acts of kindness. Acts. Action, family, archetype. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So words might not be doing it, right? This may not be overt expression of what you're going through. But remember, a simple act of kindness does not necessarily involve a physical object. It can be a gesture. It can be a kindness. Well, opening doors, if you look symbolically, archetypally of what it means to hold a door open for somebody, it's about opportunity, right? Lots of ways that you can play with that. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Kindness. Because we're all one kind. That is the root of the grace of kindness that's in my book, Words of Grace. Root chakra, baby. Oh, all is one. Well, certainly, you get the compassion, kindness vibe there. So, if you're going to do shadow work, why not know who your spirit animals and totems are coming in to help, right? Everybody's got them. Everybody's got them. A lot of people know about them, but there's a difference between a spirit animal and a totem, and if you want to know the difference, we'll talk about it on Patreon. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the spirit, animals, and totems for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the support, the protection, the guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power to help them alchemize this advocate, Kali on the inner, Hades on the outer, which is one of my gods of Scorpio, soothing impatience, there's nothing to do but wait, and really being guided to show simple acts of kindness. Who's helping them with this full to new June 2022? The dog. Why so serious? Sorry. An astronomy joke? Yeah, well, spirit guides. Companionship. Now, who just got this? Libra just got this, the reading I did last night. Wow. That's why it takes so long for me to shuffle, so that I know if there's a repeat, particularly one so close to, two so close to each other, that I know that's the right card. So you got any Libra placements, or you're dealing with somebody with Libra placements, that might be the kindness. I don't want to say target, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Just maybe that's involved in here somewhere. Hold on, where are we? The dog. Now, by the way, this dog is on a cliff with an archer. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that, right? That's like how loyal to you. Go ahead, Papa. You shoot shit. I'll be here. I'm gonna read you the first part and the last part. The verbal thumbnail, so to speak. Card number 41, companionship. Be a firm and ethical friend. Seek loyalty and honesty in your friendships. So this might be a friendship thing. Easily, right? Our friendship should be supportive, not competitive. There is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Location, location, location. We all have aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate or like, hence shadow work. Learn to change these things if they do not benefit us, or lovingly accept them. Which, whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn's first book. He's got a documentary and a new book coming out. Man's pretty amazing. But this is Stacey DeMarco, and I love her name. God, I hope she's from New York. Keeping it light. Look, companionship. I don't live with dogs. I live with cats. My parents have dogs, 2 Labradoodles, just nutbags, but really, really sweet. Those dogs are insane. I think the entire breed is, honestly, but they're hypoallergenic. No, I love them. They're my little brothers because they're my parents' dogs, so of course they're my brothers. But there's nothing like the companionship, right? Dogs are very yang, very action-oriented. Cats are very yin. I'm a dominant divine feminine. What do you want? I have 3 black cat boys. I'm good with that. My little cat coven. So this companionship, you have companionship in spirit, right? And I would think kind, right? Of like kind in some way, and very, very kind to you. Both in spirit and probably in form in the world as well. Lovely. Last card down. Remember how I said the lead and gold thing? Of course you do, right? Well, that means that there's gold in that they're lead, which means that there is a hidden blessing, and that's why our last card down is from the Blessed Bee, the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower by Lucy Cavendish. I love her name. As light as I've been keeping this, this is where the blessing comes through. We do them for realsies here, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull the card, I'm going to read from the bookie book, do the blessing for real. And then we'll chat at the end if you want to hang around. Because that's when I have to release the reading, the collective. Because I let the goofy loose. It's just the easiest, funnest way to do it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And yes, I can feel that in the heart chakra. As I call upon the pantheons of all, the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures across the spectrum, even starseeds, if that's what they're into, I don't care. Please, one card in clarity, the hidden blessing, the gold within the lead, the indication of what lay ahead for them should they choose to the best of their ability to do the alchemy presented here. With the light attribute of the advocate, inspiring them to put compassion into action with Kali, bringing those 4 chakras, heart, third eye, crown, in together, aligning with a bolt of lightning and truth. Light is truth. Struck by truth is what that feels like. And there is a transformation. Hades in the outside. He's not the god of murder. He's the ender of pain. The god of transformation. He's married to Persephone. You think she would put up with that? No. No, 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 no. He comes for everybody. And death is symbolic as well as literal. So please, help them soothe their impatience with whatever this may be, because there's nothing to do but wait. You gotta let the cake bake. So do simple acts of kindness. Help them tune to the perfect simple acts of kindness in this blessing, in their companionship with others, new people coming in, so they know they're not alone, that we're all one. This full to new June 2022. I almost welled up. A blessing on your family. There you go. It's a good read. And look, she's got a companion unicorn. I love when my European accents slide around like a ping pong ball around the continents, DNA and spirit guides into a holographic reality for fun and profit. I love this deck. Lucy Cavendish, if I ever get to meet you, just thank you for your work, and whoever is doing this artwork doesn't say on the front unless it's her. Pretty freaking awesome, man. Card number 15. All right. All joking aside, ooh, this is a long one. Buckle up, Scorps. I got the Torch of Archangel Ariel. You know what that is. If you know what that is, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons of the Divine, do this for realsies. Use me. Card number 15, a blessing on your family. A blessing to bring to those who you are most deeply connected with. To invoke the healing powers of relationship where love is the motivating force that binds us to each other. When blood sings to blood, even across the miles, we hear its call. There are families who are estranged from each the other, for they gaze upon each other as strangers, unalike, unfathomable in their personal differences. It is Gay Pride Month. Yet, when we begin to unravel the mystery of family, we may find a place in our life where we begin to grow close again. May you see reflected in your eyes the light that shone in those that gazed down upon you as a child. A flame of courage that can be lit from within. Feel within you the unyielding strength of the family members who have traveled the world in search of safe harbor for you, their descendant. Oh, we brought the ancestors in. However, your family has formed itself scattered across vast differences with interests and people and careers that seem incompatible and incredible to have sprung from the same tree. May the roots of the family now become clear to you. May you discern the strong bonds, and may the closeness of the blood give you qualities to draw upon. May there be gatherings when you begin to feel the truth of the kinship you share, and may each of you be there for each other when some needy times come, as they do to us all. And may there be affection, warmth, understanding of who you have been, and interest always in who you are becoming, and acceptance of who you will be. May family always be gentle to you and provide a place to sleep and to be nourished when all else about you seems cold and without kindness as you go through these transformations. May family see the very best in you and draw it out and cheer you on as you make your way through the world. May your family heal over time, for all families have their stumbling places where we falter and do not do our best. May there be blessings of warm arms about you, cheers for your successes, restoration when you are weary, and acceptance when you feel you are unlike anything else in the world. May the love of family bring you back to you, the trust in the universe, and a loving place where you can say, this is who I have come from. These are the people who know me best. This is who I will care for and who will care for me in return. And if this family is not found in blood, may it be found in the relationships between those who are soul family to you, and may the bonds deepen and last and hold you, all one to the other, all the days of this beautiful and mysterious life. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. Wow. Powerful read. Powerful read. And by the way, Blessed Pride Month. I'll get this right eventually, hopefully before the Pisces read is done. And for my here we go. There's my pride. I'm a cat, mama cat, mama cat, and I'm a gay male. And if you can't tell that, go have your gaydar checked. It might just need new batteries. Did you like the reading? Did it help? Did it make sense? Hit the thumbs up. What do you think? Other Scorpios don't need this. We all need family in one way or another. Very root chakra tribal, by the way. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, just subscribe, because I'm not stopping. I'm full force artist. This is my work, career, and vocation, all in one thing every day, pretty much. And if you want the deeper mysticism, you want the Mal unvarnished on the couch pretty much every morning, cup of coffee, hair doing what it's doing, talking about what is going on that day magically, and lunar astrology with a cup of coffee if I didn't mention it, in a bathrobe, then come play Patreon on Patreon. And let's leave this fucker on a high note, because I am here to help. And if you want a reading, and if you want to come deeper, the links are in the description box. Get rid of that. And if you want me to read for you personally, there's a link in the description box to a YouTube video. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything for you, maybe even better than Clarissa, because she don't know me. And she don't own me. And I don't own you. And nobody owns anybody, because we are all one. So hang in there, my beloved Scorpios. Seriously. Soothe your impatience. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.